Alright, here we are, everybody. The last time we'll be buying water at the famous water and ice store. So every weekend, this is how my son and I started our Saturdays. We would do our water tests, and then we would come to the water and ice store, and we had to buy approximately 50 gallons of water every weekend. So we used about 25 gallons in our auto top-offs for our aquariums, and then we used about another 25 gallons in water changes. So after doing this for 3 years, I decided to finally break down and buy my very own RODI unit. It's something I wanted to do for a long time, but when a trip to the water and ice store only cost you $20, breaking down and getting everything for an RODI system was a struggle. I really don't know why. Spending money on protein skimmers and lights can certainly cost more than that. But it was finally time to break down and convert part of my garage into a water station. All right, everybody. So this is the corner area of my garage that I do a lot of my aquarium stuff at, as you can probably tell. But it's a little bit of a hodgepodge. It's got some of my dog stuff, some of my tools, most of my aquarium stuff. So this is the area that I'm going to be doing my water station and all of my RODI. You can see I've already run some plumbing about a year ago in anticipation for this. So my first step is going to be clear out this whole area and get it ready for some water storage bins. So let's get to it. Alright, so as you can see, I've cleaned out the area. Now I have a choice to make here. I can either do things the quick and easy way, or I can do things the right way. And I am going to lean on doing things the right way. So, kind of like how when you guys are doing your aquarium equipment, you can just kind of throw it all under the stand and kind of have it haphazard. But if you guys have seen my other videos, you'll know I like things to be clean, well organized. So that's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna run over to the hardware store, pick up some paint, and throw a layer of paint on that back wall. I've been meaning to kind of paint the garage and organize a little bit more. This is just another excuse for me to do that. I won't be painting the entire garage today, but I think I can get that back wall painted so that it looks quite a bit better when I'm done. So I'm going to go off to the hardware store, pick up some paint, and get back and get painting. Alright, so we haven't painted the whole garage, but we did paint this bay area. And we're going to get ready to put in the main structural supports and kind of get a rough layout of everything. Shouldn't take me too much longer, but as you can see, that's quite a bit cleaner. I used a gloss paint to help protect from water and whatnot. And I went with the blue paint because after all, this is the new water station. So I'll start positioning the racks and the jugs. Probably won't get any plumbing done today, but wanted to show you guys where we are at this point. All right, everybody. we're just about done with phase 1, and we're getting ready to test the system kind of for the first time. I turned the water on for about 5 seconds until I realized I wanted to videotape this. So the instructions say to let it run for about an hour. So that's what we're going to do. You can see I haven't connected the black line into the drain line yet. So right now it's just hanging out in that bucket before I plumb it into the laundry room. I'm gonna have to call Bulk Reef Supply and see if I can get some more black tubing. And then over here, the blue tubing is running into this bucket, and we'll go from there. So as you can see here, I already have hot and cold water. I'm gonna obviously use the cold. There's a hose that's connected to this too. I went ahead and mounted my hose. There's the filter. And we'll turn this thing on and see what we see. So far, so good. So I should be getting a little bit of wastewater now, and I am. And I'm not getting any product water yet, but that's because my containers aren't full. So I'm going to let this run for an hour and clean up a little bit, and I'll be back with you. Alright everybody, so we are done with part 1. So to recap, today we cleared out this area of my garage. We went ahead and patched the drywall. We painted it. We adjusted that old racking system I had, and that would allow that large container to be placed under it. We hung the RODI system, and we got it pretty much plumbed together. We still have to run some line extensions and things like that to get things where they need to go. But overall, I'm very happy with the way things turned out today. We have a whole weekend to go probably before this is where I'd like to get it. So it's Sunday evening. I've got some orders to place on Bulk Reef Supply this week to get some parts to finish this thing off the way I want it. Still not sure what I'm going to do about salt water in terms of, am I going to have some pre-made on standby, which is what I would like to do. That container is huge. It's 200 and something gallons, which is way bigger than I needed, but I'll go into where I got it and why I decided to purchase it, even though it's way larger than what I need, next week when I talk about the container getting the ground level. You can see it's hanging off a little bit now. We need to fix that, and that'll all be part of next week's video. But hope you enjoyed part 1 of setting up your water system, and we will see you next week for part 2.